Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've had this one for a bit. I didn't want to rush and make a video, but I also don't really need 20 minutes to cover it, so here's a quick take that took a while to get to. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this great discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Alright, enough talk, let's get right into it.
Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer was looking for an accessible way to get back into cycling after a long hiatus, spurred by a friend's invitation for rides around town. Not wanting to invest heavily in a high-end model, our reviewer opted for this scooter, and in many ways it served its purpose admirably. Over 9 months, this client racked up a considerable distance, using it both for recreation and as a low-impact exercise alternative due to a hip issue. The reviewer found it fun and efficient for zipping around town. However, the experience wasn't without its drawbacks. The scooter's balance was a concern, requiring constant attention and both hands on the handlebars to avoid accidents. More significantly, the battery life proved to be a major limitation. Initially, with careful use of pedal assistance and minimal throttle, the reviewer achieved a maximum range that, while acceptable to start, quickly degraded. After a relatively short number of recharges, the range plummeted dramatically. Replacing the battery is reportedly a difficult task, requiring professional assistance, and spare parts including the battery itself seem to be consistently unavailable. Furthermore, the rear tire wore down quickly and the chain stretched, suggesting a need for replacement. All of this pointed towards a significant repair bill looming just months after purchase. Ultimately, while this client found the scooter to be a suitable entry-level option that fulfilled its initial purpose, the issues with battery life and the potential for costly repairs prompted a search for a more robust replacement. The reviewer has since invested in a more expensive model with a significantly longer battery range and more durable tires.
Awesome. Let's hear what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer had a bit of a rocky start with this scooter. The initial one arrived with a dodgy battery and controller, and the replacement sported a cracked front light. Talk about quality control. Our reviewer joked that sending them back repeatedly might eventually yield a perfect version, but then wondered if that pristine scooter would even hold the same charm. Because despite the initial hiccups, this client ended up really liking this quirky little ride. Let's be clear, it's not about luxury, speed, or comfort. The reviewer admits you might feel a bit silly riding it, especially for extended periods. However, this scooter delivers pure, unadulterated fun. This reviewer thinks this scooter is ideal for fair-weather jaunts around a park or neighborhood on flat ground. It can handle turf and gravel and even manage a very slight incline, albeit at a snail's pace. But with its modest motor and small wheels, it's best to see it as a fun, unnecessary toy for short distances rather than a serious mode of transportation. Temper your expectations. Buy it for the laughs and for zipping around on level surfaces. Just don't expect it to conquer mountains. It's lightweight, a little silly, and maybe even a bit pointless, but ultimately it's incredibly fun.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer did a lot of research before taking the plunge, and found that expensive doesn't always equate to quality. They were initially looking at electric bikes that cost twice as much but offered fewer features. What really sold them on this electric bike was the fact that it could be ridden just like a regular bicycle without any motor assistance, a big plus for them. From their initial experience, this is an excellent bike with more than enough power and impressive battery life. Another standout feature is the removable battery, which allows for convenient charging and storage. The reviewer intends to use the bike primarily for leisurely rides on bike trails and city streets. They specifically chose this model for its powerful baffing motor, all-metal gears, and excellent brakes. While they plan to provide a more detailed review after extensive use, the impending winter season might put a temporary halt to their riding adventures. They strongly recommend this purchase, emphasizing its excellent value for the price. Adding to their initial thoughts, the reviewer wants to highlight the fantastic and helpful customer service. Even almost a year later, they received assistance with a routine maintenance issue, which was quickly resolved. This positive experience further solidifies their belief that this bike is an excellent purchase. After a year of use, it's still performing exceptionally well.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Catch you in the next one.